Good evening. The battle over sanctioned homeless camps is heating up.
Well, the city has approved several homeless encampments. None of them is up and running. News 13's Alexa Skaneski is live near Coors and Blue Water to explain.
Yeah, that's right. This dirt lot behind me is where a potential safe outdoor space could be if approved. But even if it is approved, it could be a long time before we see the homeless living here.
We don't want that here. We don't want it. The whole neighborhood is against it.
Neighbors who live by Bethlehem Baptist Church near Coors and Blue Water are fighting a potential homeless camp. After the city denied its first safe outdoor space application, the church has filed a new one, leaving many neighbors fearing for their safety.
My mother, who's 87 years old, lives in this neighborhood. We have a duplex that we rent out to a single mother and a single father who won't be safe for them. They'll probably move out.
The homeless would stay here on this vacant lot on the church's property. Dennis Hubbard, the pastor, says he understands the concern, but says this would be no Coronado Park. It would only be for the working homeless living in their vehicles. He says there would be security, portable showers, bathrooms, and everyone who stays must be sober.
Trying to get working folks that happen to be homeless off the street. And if people's mad at me about that, well, I don't know what to say.
But neighbors aren't convinced. In fact, conversations have become so tense that APD was called in on Friday during a neighborhood meeting.
We almost ended up in a big old fist fight in the last meeting simply because of the concerns that the neighborhood has and that they didn't address them. The pastor didn't address them. He just kept very quiet through the whole meeting.
Michael Krieger has lived next door to the church for 33 years. If approved, the camp would be just feet away, and Krieger says he might move.
I'm just livid. I've had some health issues that have been exacerbated by this proposal.
But even if this spot is approved, it could take months before the homeless move in. The backlash against these homeless encampments are causing serious holdups. The first safe outdoor space at I-25 in Manal was approved in early August. It was expected to be up and running within 30 days, but that lot is still vacant because of 7 appeals from neighbors. In a letter, the city's land use hearing officer says Dawn Legacy Point, the nonprofit overseeing that site, didn't properly notify neighbors about the safe outdoor space. That location is now on hold. Dawn Legacy Point must go through the approval process all over again and notify the neighborhood properly before moving forward. And that's just the beginning. There are other complaints in the appeal the city has not even evaluated yet. But back on the west side, neighbors say there's other solutions that should be used before putting something like this in their backyards.
The city has a lot of property that they could develop for that purpose. There's a lot of empty buildings in Albuquerque that the city could use rather than coming to neighborhoods like ours.
Now, if approved here on the west side, neighbors tell me that appeals will be likely from them too. Jessica, Dean, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Alexa. According to the city, there are 3 approved safe outdoor spaces. Keep in mind one of them is a location that's on hold. 5 more are in the pipeline.